Welcome to the Charlesbridge Book Buzz. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Donna, and I'm going to share with you a few of the books from our Fall 2020 list and a few books from our Spring 2021 list. If you have any questions along the way, please feel free to put them in the chat box in our booth, and someone on staff will be able to help you. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy and have a great time at Day of Dialogue. Take care. Desert Diary: Japanese American Kids Behind Barbed Wire by Michael O'Tunnell, releasing in October 2020. Michael joins Day of Dialogue today on the Remaking History panel, and I hope you'll be able to catch that. This is a heartbreaking, inspiring, and sadly relevant story for today's young readers. May Yanagi was 8 years old when she started school in the Topaz War Relocation Center, a square mile of Utah desert. Her third grade class kept an illustrated diary full of details about schoolwork, sports, pets, and holidays, as experienced behind barbed wire. Diary pages, archival photos, and interviews with May Yanagi and her former classmates convey the harsh challenges experienced by the children in the prison camp, as well as their remarkable resilience. This dark period in American history took place only 75 years ago, still within living memory, and today we are seeing immigrants and refugees from Central America and Mexico are being housed in those former internment camps. Desert Diary tells a story that's relevance rings true for children in our own backyard today. Back matter includes an epilogue, an author's note, an editor's note, source notes, a bibliography, and an index. We do have a downloadable readers group guide and discussion guide on our website, and I am offering a digital galley today in our booth. Releasing in October is the Storytelling Math series. Think of math picture books for ages 0 to 5. What comes to mind? If you're like most adults, you think of books about counting and shapes. The books that come to mind are likely to feature animals or white main characters rather than reflecting current U.S. demographics in which young children of color predominate. Why don't we tend to think of books that offer a wider range of math topics, feature main characters of color, appeal to a broad audience, and are written by authors of color? Charlesbridge has partnered with the math and science experts of the nonprofit Turk and the Heising Simons Foundation to create just such books. In the first 4 board book series, we have Caldecott Honor recipient Grace Lynn celebrating math for every kid, everywhere. She illustrates how math is a part of a child's life in every day and in every way. Taking readers through the seasons, it's easy to apply mathematical thinking to the things kids love to do. In Up to My Knees, May explores measurement as she plants a sunflower seed and watches it grow. The plant starts off as tall as her toe, but soon it's up to her knees, then her waist, then her shoulders. How tall will it get? In Circle's Fear, Manny and his friends Olivia and May blow bubbles in this playful introduction to geometry. Manny's wand is a circle, Olivia's wand is a triangle, May's wand is a heart. What shape will their bubbles be? Surprise, they're all spheres. In What Will Fit, Olivia is searching for something just the right size to fill her basket. The apple is so small that it rolls around. The zucchini is so long that it sticks out. What will fit just right? A playful story about spatial sense. In The Last Marshmallow, Olivia and May are ready for cocoa after playing in the snow. There's 1 marshmallow for Olivia and 1 marshmallow for May. But what will they do with the 3rd marshmallow? How can 2 friends share 3 things fairly? Storytelling math books offer a wide range of math topics, feature main characters of color, appeal to a broad audience, and are written by a diverse array of authors. Again, these books release in October. Also releasing in October from the Storytelling Math series is Leah and Luis, Who Has More by Ana Crespo and illustrated by Giovanna Medeiros. Brazilian author Ana Crespo introduces the concepts of weight and measurement in a story about sibling rivalry and fairness. Young readers will recognize the familiar squabble of who has more as brother and sister Leah and Luis choose their favorite Brazilian snacks. But Luis's big bag of biscuits seems like more than Leah's 2 croquettes. But when they weigh them, Leah has more. When Leah shares a little bit of croquette with Luis, each has the same amount of delicious snacks to share and enjoy. Next, The Animals Would Not Sleep by Sarah Levine and illustrated by Marta Alvarez McGinnis. It's bedtime, and Marco's toys are causing a ruckus and won't settle down. But as a scientist, Marco can't just put his toys away. He needs to sort them. He tries many ways: swimming animals, land animals, flying animals, black and white animals, brown animals, and colorful animals, big animals and small animals. Nothing seems to work to help the animals sleep. Marco observes, compares, and groups, but the animals refuse every classification. Finally, he combines math with empathy to get the most important result: maximum snuggles. Back matter includes more information about the science of sorting and an exploring the math section with activities that kids and their caregivers will enjoy together. I hope you're still with me. We're getting ready to go on to our spring 2021 titles. 10 Beautiful Things by Molly Beth Griffin and illustrated by Maribel Lechuga. Lily and her grandmother search for 10 beautiful things as they take a long car ride to Iowa in Lily's new home with Gran. At first, Lily sees nothing beautiful in the April slush and cloudy sky. Soon, though, Lily can see beauty in unexpected places, from the smell of spring mud to a cloud shaped like a swan to a dilapidated barn. A furious rainstorm mirrors Lily's anxiety, but as it clears, she discovers the 10th beautiful thing: Lily and Gran and their love for each other. 10 Beautiful Things leaves the exact cause of Lily's move ambiguous, making it perfect for anyone helping a child navigate change, whether it be the loss of a parent, entering or leaving a foster home, or moving. 10 Beautiful Things releases in January 2021. Also releasing in January is Seaside Stroll by Charles Trevino and illustrated by Maribel Lechuga. Explore the beach in winter in this story in which every word begins with the letter S. Celebrating the natural silence of an off-season location, the snow, surf, and sand are brought together in this lovely story of discovery. Back matter includes an author's note about the word choices in the book and parts of speech used, as well as a note about exploring a beach in winter, what animals you might see, sculpting with snow and sand side by side, the colors of a winter sky and sea, and more. An interesting note about this book: author Charles Trevino is the program coordinator of the American Sign Language Interpreter Training Technology program at Lone Star College in the Woodlands, Texas. He was inspired by ASL poetry when creating the structure of this, his first picture book. Seaside Stroll releases in January 2021. I hope you're not eating your lunch, but if you are, I hope it's some deep fried flies. 13 Ways to Eat a Fly by Sue Heavenrich and illustrated by David Clark, releases in February 2021. Science meets subtraction in this fresh and funny STEM picture book. A swarm of 13 flies buzzes along, losing one member to each predator along the way. Whether the unfortunate insects are zapped or wrapped, liquefied or zombified, the science is real and hilariously gross. Includes a guide to eating bugs, complete with nutritional information for a single serving of flies. 13 flies become tasty snacks in this clever reverse counting book about predators and prey. I hope everyone is as excited as we at Charlesbridge are for the release of We Are Still Here. We Are Still Here: Native American Truths Everyone Should Know by Tracy Sorrell and Frane Lasac, the team that brought us We Are Grateful, Ojali Haliga, releases in April 2021. 12 Native American kids present historical and contemporary laws, policies, struggles, and victories in Native life, each with a powerful refrain: "We are still here." Too often, Native American history is treated as a finished chapter instead of relevant and ongoing. This companion book to the award-winning We Are Grateful Ojale Haliga offers readers everything they never learned in school about Native American peoples past, present, and future. Precise, lyrical writing presents topics including forced assimilation, such as boarding schools, land allotment and native tribal reorganization, termination, the U.S. government not recognizing tribes as nations, native urban relocation from reservations, self-determination, tribal self-empowerment, native civil rights, the Indian Child Welfare Act, religious freedom, economic development, including casino development, native language revival efforts, cultural persistence, and nationhood. We Are Still Here releases in April 2021. Have you heard of estivation? It's like hibernation, only in the summer. Summertime Sleepers, Animals That Estivate, by Melissa Stewart and illustrated by Sarah S. Brannon. All science classrooms discuss animals that hibernate during winter months, but few know about animals that estivate, a prolonged sleep during hot or dry periods. Dual layers of text awaken readers to the reasons estivating animals become dormant, whether it's because warm weather threatens food supply or to avoid increased body temperatures. From the ladybug to the salamander, from the lungfish to the desert hedgehog, 12 estivating animals and their habitats, both when sleeping and awake, are explained through clear text and elegant watercolor illustrations that create a scrapbook feel. Melissa and Sarah are the dream team that have brought us books like Feathers Not Just for Flying and Seashells More Than a Home. Summertime Sleepers releases in April 2021. There is a downloadable readers group guide and readers theater on our website now. Please check it out. Thank you so much for listening to our book buzz today. And thanks so much for visiting our booth at Day of Dialogue. Please have a click around, see what you can find, download some resources, get some galleys. If you have any questions, chat us up in the chat room. If you have questions afterwards, contact us at books@charlesbridge.com or me personally at dspurlock@charlesbridge.com. Check out our website and follow us on our social media. It was great having you here, and I hope you got a lot out of it. Take care.